echinacea, yarrow, and oregano. It's being added to my tea. Also using a lot of raw honey and lemon juice and ginger. I added 2 tea bags, one for flavor and one is green tea. I am not drinking very much coffee, but I couldn't quite give it up. That first morning sip, not doable for me to give up at the moment. So I've been down to a half a cup. And if I go over a cup, I regret it. My stomach can't handle it. Dried yarrow from last year's garden is a band-aid for my insides. Oregano is nature's antibiotic. I don't like antibiotics. An echinacea. Coneflower is an immune booster. Dried yarrow from last year's garden is a band-aid for my insides. Oregano is nature's antibiotic. I don't like antibiotics. An echinacea. Coneflower is an immune booster. Cranberry juice is known to help a bladder infection. So I'm adding it to my water. It's just impossible to drink on its own. I mean, maybe you could do a shot of it, and I did when I first got it. But it's too difficult to drink on its own. This is spinach from Greenhouse 2. Spinach has vitamin K, and vitamin K is good for autoimmune and IBS. Eggs also have vitamin K, and because we are selling our silky eggs, I'm using duck eggs from our barnyard. So I'll wait till the spinach cooks before I cook my egg. Can't eat wheat. My symptoms include IBS, which is new to me. My daughter did have it a couple years ago after COVID started. Her story ended with, oh my gosh, she's alive, and she's helping me sell silky eggs, and she's living downstairs, and I couldn't be happier about that. But for me, I can't eat wheat. I kind of would prefer sourdough. I didn't do the shopping. This is French. Nope, it's Italian. I do open face because bread starches turn into sugar in your body, and if you're fighting autoimmune or any other IBS, if you're eating sugar, it's going to feed bad bacteria in your gut, and it's going to lead to disease no matter who you are. So this turns to sugar. It's a bread, it's a starch. So I'm only having one piece, and I usually will find like a smaller piece. The end caps usually have smaller pieces. So I'll do a small piece of bread with spinach and egg on top. So that would be breakfast. So I get vitamin K, which is going to heal the IBS and the autoimmune with 2 things. And then I'll go real light on the bread. It's not too irritating because it doesn't have wheat in it. But I'll just go light on those things. Another trick is putting coconut oil on something starchy like rice. Put it in your rice when you're cooking rice. Put it on your pasta when you're making pasta, which are things I can eat that won't hurt me right now. that I wouldn't normally eat. But if you put coconut oil on something starchy or in something starchy, it lessens the effects of the starch. And coconut oil is healing. It's an antibacterial, it's an antimicrobial, and is perfect. So I'm adding it every place I can. And I've also been putting avocado on my bread, which is also great. English daisies. This garden is so crowded with little seedlings, I've been able to take a bunch of them out and relocate them. So that's what I've been working on this week. Relocation. I do want to relocate a couple of these smaller ones. Like, they reseeded. So there's a whole bunch. See that one right there? That's a small one. So I'm going to pull out some of the pink smaller ones and move them over here. Creeping phlox is in quite a few different locations and is starting to bloom. Daffodils blooming. Pulled out some wisteria from the front of my deck. I had a couple back there, and one of them's doing wonderful, and the other one wasn't. So I pulled them. It's okay to have an empty spot for a while. I ran out of those little cups over here to divide the amaranth. I'll come back to that. Oh, that tomato looks like it needs water. So I did get something done. I'm potting up the biggest or the most crowded things I have.